It had begun in Wuhan. When the first case arises, we have taken reports from Wuhan to the table. Then in Wuhan 11 million people were put under lockdown, confined to their homes. This occurred on January 23rd. 2 months later, under a lockout, the Wuhan virus spreads and kills more than 3 billion people worldwide. First, China didn't want you to know what was going on in Wuhan, but the news was coming out. Now China wants you to see how well everything is going in Wuhan tonight. We're giving you 2 sets of videos and figures. Someone said China wants to see you and another said China wants to hide from you. Let's confirm the reality on the new argument from China. Has China vanquished the coronavirus? Is it all right? And Wuhan? Chinese state media wants you to see these pictures of people from Wuhan being out and about again. Trains running, malls have reopened. Businesses have restored programs where people use bikes on the streets. The message is straightforward. The worst of these is over. Wuhan has recovered. There are still some controls in place, but the situation is largely under control. This is the story of Beijing Wuhan. Let me now show you what China wouldn't want you to see. All you won't notice is the dispatches coming from Beijing. We got these pictures over the weekend. They were clashes in which occurred in Hubei, the province where Wuhan is situated. This is a remarkable show of Chinese public frustration. And here's what's happened. When the restrictions are lifted, people from Hubei attempted to flee. They wanted to travel to the neighboring Hubei province but were not permitted to enter. That's what reports say. If all is well, if the outbreak is under control, if Wuhan is back to work, then why are people stopped? China claims its people are facing racist attacks from around the world. Over what kind of attacks these are then in China? The coronavirus has caused local people to feel intense fear that Hubei people are carriers of the deadly virus. So, there was a pushback when a party attempted to join Xiangji. There was no way the local police could handle it. Police cars broke out and clashes were overturned. It was in China that this occurred. Like every other economy, the lockout is affecting the Chinese economy. China's propaganda network is trying to convince people the dragons vanquished the virus. But because of the government's record to conceal the evidence, where facts are hidden, conspiracy theories thrive. Such arguments are hard to buy. More than a month ago, the 10-cent estimate that said the number of deaths could have reached 24,000? This post was then taken off, but the doubts lingered. In China, particularly in Wuhan, there is a big question mark over the death toll. The official number is 3,186 China, according to which 3,186 people died in Hubei province, home to Wuhan, with a recent warning of significant racist issues. These are Chinese photographs which show long lines outside Wuhan funeral homes. New assumptions are doing the rounds. One such report says trucks transported 2,500 urns on 2 consecutive days, that 5,000 urns supplied Han, even more than the death count of the government on 2 occasions. The statistics are not yet independently checked, but he has another article that poses concerns. And this is on Free Asia Radio. The article suggests there may have been more than 40,000 deaths during the epidemic. You've heard the number, you right. About 40,000. This is a big number. The calculation is based on a report that all 7 Wuhan funeral homes hand out 3,500 urns a day. And what do these urns mean? They typically have remains of dead people. Have 40,000 died in China? Did those people all die because of the coronavirus? Like I said, there is no autonomous verification. There are rumors that there are only concerns China is attempting to answer with pictures of Wuhan returning to work. That is all for today's video. Comment down below your thought about this China's conspiracies and theories. And remember to subscribe here in High Profile.